Back on ARK Survival Evolved, and we start on day 11. Wait, this isn't day 11. So it turns out I ran out of storage when recording day 11 and basically nothing was recorded. But thankfully I noticed, and after freeing up some space I began recording on day 12. Luckily nothing really much happened on day 11 other than killing an alpha raptor, so we really didn't miss much. On day 12 I set out to find an Anki to tame so that we could improve our metal production. I spotted this level 92 Thylacoleo that I had decided to tame. After placing the trap down, I left it there to starve while I looked for more Ankis. However, by the time I returned, it had already woken up, so I decided not to tame it. After not finding any high-level Ankis on the entirety of day 12, I went up to the north and farmed some penguins for the organic polymer so I could make scuba. On my way back, I collected some beaver dams. After not finding any high-level Ankis, I decided I would tame this Anki until I found a better one in the future. After I woke up, I named it Spike, crowded it, and brought it back to base. I then made a saddle, threw it out, equipped the saddle, and did a metal run. I then made the scuba, crowd Kermit, and headed towards the swamp cave. After that close call, I force-fed Kermit some meat until he was full HP before heading back in. However, after getting spit on by this Arthur and my scuba gear breaking, the run had come to an end. After getting back to base, I repaired my scuba, made a gen, and some wires. I then wanted to increase my metal output, so I made some forges, placed them down, put some wood in them, and then redistributed the metal. I then did a flint run so I could make a bunch of gunpowder so I could make darts. I crafted 2 more mortar and pestles that can make gunpowder faster. Then I did another metal run. I then crafted 32 bullets and 50 darts and then did a berry run so I could make more narcotics. On day 16 I made some bear traps, put on rifle ammo and darts before heading out to find a Yudi, a Megatherium, a Rex, or a Theory to tame. So I spotted this level 96 Yudi that I wanted to tame, but after lowering the Carnos down the cliff I got fear roared. After it ran out, I went to look for the Yudi but I couldn't find it, so after 5 minutes of searching, I stopped looking for it. But maybe me not finding that Yudi was a sign, because after 10 minutes I found a level 116 Yudi that I had to tame. But trapping it would take a lot longer than I had imagined. And after multiple failed attempts to get him to the cage, I thought I almost had him, and so this happened. And after 25 minutes of attempting to trap him, I finally got him. After knocking it out, I gave it some prime meat before going AFK and waiting for it to tame. And when I woke up, I gave him an appropriate name. I then crowded, picked up the gates, and went back to base. On day 18, after getting back to base, I threw the Yudi out, repaired my flak, as well as made some fur pieces so I wouldn't freeze to my death in the Arctic anymore. And after repairing my crossbow and my long neck, I went back out to tame. On my way to the snow biome, I found this Alpha Rex, but I was in no position to kill it. After flying around the entire snow biome, this was the highest level Megatherium I could find, so after doing a dino wipe and waiting for a few minutes, I went back out to look for more again. And that is when I found level 120 Anki, which I had to tame. I did put a trap down, but I never did end up using it. After it tamed, I named it Hank and returned back to base. After I got back to base, I threw out Hank, saddled him, and bred the Yankees. After throwing the egg down, I saw that it was too hot for it to hatch, so I made some ACs. After it hatched, I looked at its melee and noticed it had a bad melee, so after unclaiming it, I fed it to the RG. After killing the baby Enki, I went back out to the snow biome when I spotted this little 112 Daedon. But before that, I went and knocked out this little 96 Lodigerus so that I could get stone easier. I then placed the trap before picking up the Daedon and dropping it into the trap. While knocking out this Daedon, I ran out of darts, so I had to switch to my crossbow and use strength arrows to knock it out. After knocking it out, it was already somehow pretty hungry, so after giving it some prime meat, it tamed up pretty quickly. After it tamed, I named it Fat Piggy. I then went and picked some bushes to get medjo berries to feed the Dodicarus. Since it was also starving, it tamed up pretty quickly. I named it the Rock, cried it, and went back home. On the way back home, I spotted this level 100 quest, but I had no trains to knock it out. After getting back home, I threw both of them out, restocked the forges, and crafted a ton of gunpowder. I wanted to make an industrial forge, so I spent the rest of the day making forges to increase metal production. And with that, we end day 20 and part 2 of the challenge. See you in part 3.